Hey guys, I wish all of you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I can't believe it's already 2022. I know I say this all the time, but it's true. Time flies. I hope you guys enjoyed your break. I definitely enjoyed mine. During my break, I spent time with my family in Atlanta. We don't have any relatives there, but we just go there to shop for Korean food, and there's also a lot of Korean restaurants around that area. We do this a few times a year, and I like doing this because I get to spend time with my family. Anyways, I'll cut to the chase. So you probably already know what I'm about to talk about since you saw the title of the video. Yes, I can drive, but not by myself because I have a learner's permit. And speaking of which, this is what it looks like. So yeah, I've been practicing a few things like signaling by driving around the neighborhood, and I also practiced parking on our driveway. I had never driven outside our neighborhood where there's a lot of cars and traffic lights because I was too scared. About 2 weeks ago I drove on the highway and it was one of the craziest things I've done. Most of you guys watching this probably don't really care because this may be something you do often. But as a high school student myself, it was a big deal, especially because I went straight from driving in the neighborhood to driving on the highway. So this was at the time we were going to Atlanta. We stopped by at a restaurant after about 2 hours of me driving, and my dad decided to have me drive the rest of the way until we got close to Atlanta because traffic is bad once you approach a city. Moreover, every time we get close to Atlanta, there's always a car accident. So as we were approaching the city, I was going to let my dad take the wheel, but I ended up driving all the way to Atlanta and even made it to the hotel. And yeah, we made it safe, everything was alright. Of course, I wasn't in a great mood after a long drive because of how exhausted I was. However, I was happy that we were able to make it safe, and I still couldn't believe I drove all the way there, which took 5 hours. Now, I want to tell you guys some of the things that I noticed when I drove. While I was driving, many of the cars that were changing lanes in front of me weren't signaling. This is an example of poor communication among drivers, and I've seen this happen a lot recently when my parents were driving. When you're on the road, please signal because you're letting other cars know that you're about to make a turn, and it'll reduce the chances of you getting into a crash. While it may be obvious, I doubt that a lot of drivers know that, based on my observations. Another thing that I noticed was that some drivers were tailgating. On our way to Atlanta, we took the country road, and as you know, there's usually not that many cars on these types of roads. One thing I found annoying was how this car behind me wouldn't pass right in front of me even though we were in the passing zone, and the driver would be only a few inches away from me. He or she would stay behind me for literally half an hour. I don't know why, but I'm not comfortable with cars behind me, maybe because I'm worried that either I'm going too slow or being the king of the road keeping the drivers behind me from passing. I don't know. One thing I know is if I had stopped a little, then I would have gotten rear-ended by this car. That's all I wanted to say. I thought it'd be nice to tell you guys my driving experience as a teenager. Also, I recently turned 16, so I'll be able to get my license this summer since I got my permit 6 months ago, which I'm really excited about. I mean, it's gonna be awesome. There's a lot of things I'll be able to do. Since I'll be an upperclassman next school year, I'll be able to drive to school in the morning and drive back home. It'll also be easier to hang out with friends and get food. I mean, who wouldn't want to do that? You don't have to worry about asking your parents to take you somewhere when you're the one who can drive. So I'll definitely have to prepare myself in order to pass and get my license, which will be exciting. Thank you guys for watching, and again, I wish all of you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'll see you in my next video.